Welcome back on a Monday morning. Ben Meyer along with Chef Keith Gerke. Good to be here with you. And Chef Keith, you've got a new book out, and it has to do with leftovers. Tell us about your book.
Yes, gobble gobble, first of all. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Yeah, the book is really great. It's got creative ideas, and it all stemmed from my kind of unusual start in cooking. I'm self-taught. I did not go to culinary school, and I'm kind of unorthodox. People compare. Are you familiar with G.G. Allin? Do you know?
Can't say I am. Tell me more.
Okay, punk rocker from the 80s, who unfortunately left us a little too early, but I am kind of considered the G.G. Allin of the kitchen. So I won a culinary award last year, and because of my unorthodox style, I kind of looked up and literally was like, this one's for you, Gigi. So the book is an extension of my punk rock philosophy, and so it's all fun ideas to do with leftovers.
Well, we're going to have Ben take a look at the leftovers we have here on the table yet. We're not going to do anything with them just yet. I want you at home to be thinking about what you can do with leftovers to make it creative. And in about 20 minutes, we'll be back with Chef Keith to talk about his ideas for leftovers. I'm sure you have a lot of them at home over Thanksgiving.
I hope you brought your appetite.
Hope you brought your appetite. About 20 minutes, we'll start cooking, and I brought my appetite. Ryan, now to you with a look at the weather. Welcome back to Newswatch 12 today, here with Chef Keith. He's the author of Leftovers Right, his new book, and I bet you've got a lot of this stuff in your fridge on a Monday morning, the Monday after Thanksgiving. Chef Keith, a lot of people think, all right, all we can do is really throw it in the microwave and just get a little second meal out of it. But you have some creative ideas for us.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to the microwave. Believe me, it's a chef's best friend. But what we're going to do something is a little creative, a little unorthodox here. There's that statistic that around the holidays, around Christmas, especially between Thanksgiving and Christmas, one of the highest depression, suicide rates. And I think part of that is because of the stress of family. And then cooking's part of that, obviously. And then the stress of what are you going to do with these leftovers. And
well, hey, let's take some stress out of this equation.
Yes, exactly. We have something to live for, and I think a lot of these are just kind of fun spins on old recipes. Like, what do you miss most in the winter? For me, it's camping. I go with my daughter, Spirit and Curtis Ann. I take them. We usually make s'mores. This time, we're going to make, remember the sweet potato? The sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows?
Of course.
Just take one of those graham crackers here and put a piece of chocolate on there. That's Hershey's chocolate.
Just like we're starting out to make a s'more.
Exactly. Pretend we're by a campfire here.
Of course.
And then you just put a little melty marshmallow on there. And it's that simple. You just put the graham cracker on top. And just take a bite. It's just like a Thanksgiving spin on the traditional s'more. See, it's not bad, right? It's
very good.
Yeah, it's better warm, but
I risk spilling some on my jacket.
It's worth it.
Small price to pay, right?
Yeah, and the other thing, you have tons of mashed potatoes. That's the thing; they're everywhere. And my philosophy is sort of, when life gives you mashed potatoes, make snowballs. So this takes you back to being a kid. You just get in here with your hand, wash your hands first, but you're just gonna make a snowball. This is weird, but it's just a really fun thing. And I don't know, can you do it with the mic? Maybe just a one-handed snowball? Okay.
You show me.
So you just make a nice snowball like that. The bullies, sometimes they put a rock in the snowball, We just put a piece of turkey. It's kind of like, every third snowball gets a little surprise. And what you do is you just put these in the oven on 350 for an hour, hour and a half, and you get a nice crunchy snowball. I'll show you what these look like.
Show us what it looks like.
Yes, these are the finished product. These are piping hot, and you can see they're kind of crunchy, and my kids, Curtis Ann always likes to take these up and eat it like an apple. And it's like, did I get the turkey? I hope so. So that's kind of a fun thing.
Wonderful. Well, Chef Keith has all kinds of these recipes. You can check them out in his book, Leftovers Right. We appreciate you coming in this morning, sharing some of the recipes with us, and hope you can use some of these ideas for your leftovers at home.
Yeah. Can I mention my charity real quick?
Sure.
It's called the Leftovers Project, where it's like a canned food drive, but with leftovers. And we're asking people to just bring down their Tupperware and leftovers. We're going to reheat them and give them to volunteers. And at participating Walmarts, check out the leftoverproject.biz.
Wonderful. That's Chef Keith. We'll go back to Ryan for a look outside at the weather.
Gobble, gobble.
Sounds like some great recipes there to try out with your leftovers.